All right, what's happening, people? Welcome back to the Brothers Geek Out podcast, episode 359. And I'm joined again by Ash. What's happening, little bro? Kibla is
Nice,
still
bro.
on. Actually, he's not on maternity leave. He's actually at MCM Comicon, and
Comicon. He was at Comicon.
he's doing a an exhibition. What's he doing? He's actually doing something. A stat. He's sent me a message. So let me tell you
Yeah.
guys. Already starting off with a bit of a fluff, but he
Uh,
is doing working at the XNC Labs drawing station, right?
yeah, yeah, that's
So
right.
this podcast is going to come out after Comic Con anyway, but hopefully Kubla he had a good experience, and hopefully he'll be back next week to talk about the experience. But he is there doing some artwork using this product. Check out the channel. He's put a little video clip on what he's going to be doing there anyway, and what the tool is. And I'm sure after this, he's going to do a little video on the experience at Comic Con, but also the tool and the abilities of
Yeah.
this art tool. So that's Kibs. So we'll get
Yeah.
him back soon. But we are joined by Ash, and in popular demand as well. You know, people are asking, man. We want more Ash. You
Nice.
saw the tweets and
Yeah.
whatnot. People
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to hear from you, bro, man. How you
it's
been?
nice, man. I'm good, bro, man. Like, it's nice to know that I've been, wanted. I'm camera shy as it is, but this is
Any
helping me sort of
groupies?
get
Any
past.
fans?
It's
Well, if you
getting
open up
me
an
past.
OnlyFans, it'll work, bro.
Oh, yeah, I told you, let's do our OnlyFans. Just like, we keep it halal and we just do our feet. And I'm sure people pay for feet,
I don't know if that's still halal, bro, man. Because
Times are hard.
what people will be doing to what pictures of our feet might be butters, bro. That's gonna
Hey,
be
man.
not halal. Put it that way.
So yeah, no, nothing, bro, man. It's nice to know that I saw the comments saying more Ash. It's helping me get past my shyness on the camera. But I appreciate it, man. Like I do appreciate it. Like the people are watching, the people are following. That's important. Like the followers are watching us, listen to us, and yeah, love, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
love for that.
awesome. How's the kids, man? How's the family? I can't wait to
Kids,
see them in 2 weeks, man. Those
yeah,
little
it's doing
videos that
it.
Shibs is doing, like the baby boss videos, are hilarious, man. They're the
Yeah.
best thing ever, man. Put a smile on my
My
face.
daughter, she's growing up so quick, but she's got such a personality. Like the facial expressions that she makes is hilarious, bro. So my wife's put a little video together on her day. Her, Idris, dad as well. Dad's a big star, man. Like she loves dad. Like dad loves her, and she loves dad. And the bond between them, yeah, it's nice, man. Dad will come home, dad will pick her up, and she's content with dad. The moment she sees mum, nah, that's all hell broken. They got beef. They
Beef.
got beef. So yeah, man, kids are good. They're off to the nan's house for a bit. I think she's like her brothers get together. They all get together. My in-laws, so they're together. But I said, look, I'm gonna chill today. I want to wash the car because it's expensive in the UK. Washing a car is not cheap. It's £20 in and out. A good friend of mine, his older brother gave me a jet wash for free. So I started washing my own car, man. It took a long time, I'm not gonna lie, but the weather's good, so I'm making the most of it. Yeah, man. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm good.
that's
I'm
nice.
good.
I was saying to you earlier, like in Dubai, washing my cars could cost me about £5. And
Yeah,
I could be going to the mall. Excuse me, the guys are at the car park, just pay £5 to get it washed and
yeah,
whatnot. I haven't done it in a while, to be honest with you. I just use the hose and wipe it down, but
yeah,
because
yeah,
sometimes it's just easier. But
yeah,
it is easier and cheaper here to wash your car. But talking about cars, and also, unfortunately, users, you cannot see the video about little Isla and dad and whatnot. It's all private and whatnot. We don't put the babies up on
yeah.
the
That's it. Yeah,
internet like that. But they are funny, and they just put a smile on my face and the missus' face. We can't wait to see them, man. Really can't wait to see the kids. But yeah, no, talking about cars, bro, man. I'm like, because after I come back from the UK, I definitely want to buy a car. I don't want to rent this car anymore.
yeah,
And
yeah,
renting is a waste of money, really. I
yeah.
know it's easier because I don't have to deal with any headaches with the car and none of that sort of stuff. So that's the risk when you buy your own car. But man, I've
That's
been
it.
searching, bro. I've been searching.
What you got your eyes on?
Oh, I got my eyes on a Mustang. I've got
Yeah,
my
okay.
eyes on a. You won't believe it. I could buy a Mustang for about £5,000 for £4 or £5,000, right?
Mm,
I know it's gonna be wrecked. I know, right? I know it's gonna be fucked. But if I could get a Mustang that could work for a year, right? One
yeah,
year, it'll be the same as me renting this Ford Figo for a year, the cost equivalent. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Now, of course, petrol's going to be more. Of course, insurance, you're going to have to pay insurance separately. Yes, there's going to be a bit more cost. However, it's going to be mine. It's a freaking Mustang. And it's, you know, it's going to be nicer to drive than that Ford Figo and whatnot, which is dumb justice. I appreciate it. But I got my eyes on that, man. It's just that because I'm so out of touch with cars.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing. I might buy a complete book car. Now, they do have a system here with the RTA. RTA is like their road travel system.
The DVLA or
something like that, where you would have to take it to them. They would have to do an inspection to make sure it's cool. But I've heard stories that they're booked anyway. They just approve it or did whatever. Like, they don't really check it. So it would be great if I could. I mean, I know Riyad's here, so I'm gonna definitely use him. But if I could find like a car mechanic enthusiast to say, can you come with me? I'll pay you. Drive it, test it, and see what you think. Like, I'm not looking for the most perfect car, but I just want something that could possibly be durable for a year or something.
Man. Mustangs are good cars. They are tail happy, by the way, man. So you gotta be careful with that.
What do you mean, like because it's rear wheel drive, yeah?
Rear wheel driving, and they're known for being happy at the back.
I'm not a little bit, but I'm not. If I
you say that, just it's a good time.
When I'm just searching for a car. And I see that. I mean, come on, man. Like it's like think about when I had the Nova. I was so enthusiastic about cars back then, thinking like, you know, I mean, Mustangs and all that sort of stuff was just like a dream. Now it could be a reality. And I'm not talking about like the classic. What was Eleanor? What was that?
1964 GT500.
Yeah, see, that's not, you know, those are classic.
That's my dream car.
Hundreds of thousands of pounds. They cost a lot of money. But I'm talking about, I think the ones I'm looking at are like from 2012 or something like that. They've got over hundreds of thousand miles on the clock. So yes, I know they've been ragged, but just like a runaround basically, because weekdays I go to the my office and the gym back and forth, right? So I'm gonna need like a runaround car sort of thing. It's weird that I'm calling a Mustang a runaround car, but
you're making that money,
Ooh, it's nice. It looks so nice, man. There's this. Bro, I've never considered an orange car in my life. I saw an orange Mustang. I'm like, man, I would buy that.
Oh, that was a Dodge.
That was a Dodge. Oh, but still, Dodges are nice too. They're nice too.
Nice as well, man. Yeah, Dodge SRTs, man. They're nice cars. Dominic Toretto drives one of them, doesn't he? So
yeah. Well, anyway, let's see. When I come back from the UK, I'm really going to consider it. I'm going to start going and, you know, messaging these people and say, can I come and take a test ride and whatnot?
Yeah, man.
And
you just gotta look out for the basics, bro, man. Just listen out for any whining noise. Check the belt. Check the pulleys. But you know, just make sure the car's been serviced. Obviously, I would like to think I'm still a car enthusiast. Like, I still work on this current car. Not as heavy as it used to because it's a family car, but curved the alloy today, man. Like, I was driving, pulling up. Me and the missus were going to get fish and chips from Dad for lunch, and as I'm pulling up, the missus goes, "Oh, look at that nail salon," and as I looked, all her hair is cracked. And it was a moment of laughter because as I looked back at her like that with my mouth open. And she goes, "You okay?" I was like, "No, that hurt because, you know, I got the Alice refurb not too long ago, so yeah, it kind of hurt, man. But it is what it is, man. It's inevitable, isn't it?
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why, like, you know, I do have to get a better car. Like the Mustang, I'm thinking is a runaround. I do want to get like an SUV because, you know, the roads are big here, and I'm fixed on an SUV as a proper car and whatnot. The missus, you know, if she passes her driving test, I do want to get her a Mini Cooper because she likes those. So I gotta think. There's 3 cars. That's ridiculous, but I gotta think. But just to have something to be like, all right, well, weekly I gotta drive up and down to go to the gym daily and whatnot and to the office. Mustang would be nice.
Yeah, it'd be nice, man. Project car, innit? Like just a weekend car, innit? If anything.
Oh god, you know? It's only if like I had you or Jakob here, like, because I know you guys will look at it and we can work on it, like, you know. Anyway, that's let's see what happens when I get back, man. Because I'm thinking about it, and if that doesn't work out, I'll definitely go to buy a car anyway.
Well, best things, check YouTube reviews, man. YouTube is such a great thing, man, and it's opened so many doors to the world. Well, just type in Ford Mustang 2012, blah blah blah, and I'm sure someone in the world has done a review on the car itself, and they'll probably know the pros and cons. So
100%. And I should probably type in like what to look out for before I buy one. Like, and it would probably say like, look at I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
That's it, man.
Yeah, let's see, man. I mean, that's what I've been looking at. Just been thinking about, you know, when I come back from UK, what steps I'm gonna take. We just bought curtains for the downstairs. So our downstairs living room and dining room is like connected sort of thing, but the wall is a glass. It's basically a window, basically. And
I
you
remember.
slide door to the garden. Yeah. So it's exposed, man, because we found out that it's truly exposed because the house here.
Yeah.
No one lives there, but for some reason, security or cleaners or whatever left all the lights on, right, for a week now. So whoever's paying that bill is gonna be ridiculous. Anyway, what we noticed is it is exposed fully with the lights on at night time. You know what I mean? So that means our downstairs is exposed. Now there's no one at this house, but at this house and that house, you know, people can kind of sneak, like see in and whatnot.
Yeah.
So we just paid like nearly about £800 for some blinds for that room. You know,
nothing that you can put on, or you have to get someone.
No, we're gonna get professionals to pull it up because I cannot pull it on because I'll go crazy and break it. And two, at least they give 1 year warranty. It's gonna look kind of nice, and I know it's a bit of an investment. It's not my house, but I plan to stay here for a couple of years, so I'll just get a bit used to it. So a bit of a spend this weekend on the curtains, but we're so exposed, and I was just like, man, like actually all the time that I've been sitting downstairs watching TV, scratching my balls, someone might have been watching me, bro. So I need to...
He's scratching his balls while you're scratching yours.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So I was like, damn, we need to get curtains. It can't be exposed like that. So yeah, no, bit of a shopping spree, but also, you know, I tell you one thing I've been doing out here, bro, man. Just because money is one of the benefits being here in regards to savings and, you know, tax-free. Also, don't get me wrong, it can be expensive as well. And then people are hustling. Everyone is hustling. And you are also... People are trying to hustle from you too. People are trying to make money from you too, right? So everyone's hustling. Anyway, what I've been doing is like I'm joining every app and loyalty point, this, that, and whatnot, trying to collect it. Bro, and if I could save a penny, I'm saving a penny, bro. And I'm like, I downloaded the petrol app, right? For the petrol station. And then like the way I'm connected to like on the petrol app is not much. I don't want a croissant or coffee from the petrol station, right? So, but what I can do is transfer them points into another thing that they have out here, and that one has like Amazon vouchers and grocery vouchers. I'm like, that's the one. Like, so you know, I'm trying to say I'm just linking things, bro, and using the credit card to get the cash back. Just trying to make the best out of every saving.
I think that's a good idea, man. Like, you know, you got to save in any way possible, and in this climate and this it's crazy, bro. Things ain't cheap. I was speaking to my friend. I went to his house yesterday, and we were speaking about things ain't cheap. You know, this guy, alhamdulillah, is a successful man with multiple businesses. You know him very well as him. But even himself has got himself a day job just to keep on top of things because, you know, because he's like, it's expensive. Yeah, I got businesses, but I still got to do what I got to do. And I'm like, man, I give it to him, man. Like he could be sitting at home with let the business run, but no, I'd rather go out there and work. And I respect that, man.
Yeah,
he's still grinding, man, hustling.
You have to, man. You have to. I mean, that's what we've been doing. Like I said, I've got so many loyalty apps, and I'm connecting all of them. And wherever I could get discount, cashback, I'm doing it. I just found out that we need a Hoover, like a proper one. So even when I'm connecting the points over, I could buy an Amazon voucher. I was like, cool. If I buy the Amazon voucher, I could buy a Dyson or whatever. But yeah, no, it's expensive, man. Everything's expensive. You know what happened to me this week, though? Oh my God, you wouldn't believe it. Oh my God, I thought I was gonna retire, man. So you know, I do stocks and trades and whatnot.
Yeah.
One of my stocks, excuse me, I'll say it from the beginning. It was a glitch on the system, right? So I'll put that already out there. But I looked at my shares, and one of them went up 6,000%, and I was like, what the? So that means one share was basically. One share was worth £10,000. So if I sold all of it, it came up to £250,000. And I was like, I was freaking out, bro. I woke up the missus. I'm like, I think we made it. And I call in Habib. I'm calling one of my other friends, just like, do you know anything about this company? Like, did the share price has gone up? I started Googling the share, like the company, what happened to this company? Why would the stocks go up? I can't find anything. But the cost on my system that I'm using, IG Markets, is saying it's worth £250,000. And I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? Do I sell it? And then what? It was a glitch on the system, right? So Habib was like, just sell one share, bro, because if you share sell all of it and it's wrong, that means you lose out your money.
You lose out,
because technically I was down anyway. But what I sold one share and it was a glitch, and I was like, oh, £250,000. Oh my God, I was telling the missus, man, if it was legit, oh my God, like that would have.
That's why I can't get. I mean, like you've always told me to get into shares and stuff like that, but if that was me, I know for a fact I wouldn't research and I'd probably just sell everything and I made it.
I've done that. That's what I'm saying. That's why on this one I stopped, because I've done that in February and I sold a share. It was it wasn't a glitch. This one wasn't a glitch. They were doing something where they were consolidating the share price. So I don't know. They make the share price expensive, put it that way. But anyway, long story short, I was actually down and I sold it. And I mean, I actually lost out in I lost out in a bit of money. And so that's why this one, I was like, let me hold before I do anything, or just sell one share. So if you lost, it's just one share.
Yeah, exactly.
So a very emotional game, the stocks and shares thing is. It is emotional in the sense, if you lose money, it breaks your heart. If you make money, you get so greedy. You have to. It's tough, and
it's tough.
I was making a lot of money during the pandemic time. That's when the things crashed, and I was making money as it was going up. And then it stopped back in 2020, end of 2021, things started crashing again. So since then, I've been down. But again, it's an emotional journey because you're just like, it's down, you leave it. Don't get too, held up on the money, you hold back, and you just got to wait till it goes back up and make a little bit here and there. But
I mean, like
that one,
I've seen, I think you told me about that time you lost out. I know another friend of mine that didn't go well for him. And he lost like big money as well, and he was pulling his hair out. So it is a game that it's not even a game, man. You can't even call it a game. It's a real life thing, man. You got to be sensible what choices you make and when to put in and when to take out. Because man, I've witnessed you go through it when you lost quite a bit, and I remember you weren't happy. You weren't happy at all.
The thing is, I'm not an expert, right? And I've got my ways. I've got my routine. I've made money. I've lost money. What I've been doing worked for me. It's still working a little bit. Things just dropped. That's why it didn't work anymore. But it works for me. But people like Ahmed or people like real stockbrokers, they do the research. They do all research. And all that sort of stuff. So there's a lot of work behind it. It's not just about you put your money in. And don't get me wrong, of course, in the stock market and government, there's corruption and all that shit too. But what I'm saying is, it's not just you put your money in and you check see if it goes up and down. Or what. There's research that goes behind it, a lot of it. But man, £250,000. I was like, my God. I would have finished off the house in Tottenham. I would have bought myself a proper Mustang, bro. Things would have been there, bro. Anyway, it was just a reality check. That wasn't the case. And
well, I mean, the smart thing you did was to, do a bit of research and speak to Ahmed, because he knows a lot about this, and it was smart just to sell that one share and not all of it. So good move, man. I know you lost a bit, but
learn from my mistake. I made a mistake. I made loads of mistakes before. I made a mistake as recent as February. That's why I was like, okay, don't make the same mistake. Just sell one, see what happens. But no, anyway, I mean, that's what this week was about, man. But
a lesson, isn't it? You keep learning every day with that.
Yeah, man, that's it. Other than that, this week, man, just training this week. I mean, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, MMA, it's tough on my body, man. Just thinking about it. Every time I do jiu-jitsu and wrestling, sparring, my neck, my back, my spine, everything hurts. I'm trying to figure out a way where, I got to speak to the coach about this. Like, coach, I want to train more, but I can't spar every class. I weigh 57, 58 kgs. I can't have people more than, 65 kgs on me just trying to smash me, man, because it hurts. I walk away with back pains. So I want to do more classes, but just say, can I not spar? Just do the technique, and then once a week I'll spar. But Khamzat Chimaev is at my gym now. I think he's moved to Dubai.
Have you caught him yet?
No, not yet. I've seen him there and I've seen him training, but I'm not going to be that guy when I see him training to go and ask him.
Yeah, you don't want to disturb him.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the time where, he's free, like he's walking around and then I see him and I'm like, yo, Khamzat, salam alaikum, brother, let's take a picture, man. But I'm waiting for that moment, man.
And then he's going to say, I'm going to kill you.
I'm going to kill you, Allahu Akbar. Nah, bro, I really want to bump into him and take a picture and speak to him and whatnot. But it's kind of cool that Khamzat Chimaev, one of the scariest fighters on the planet right now, is training in that gym. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's a dangerous fighter, man. He's a dangerous man in the industry now, and he's a great fighter. He's crazy, and I've seen some of his fight, man. And
I think the breaking news is that me and K West are going to talk about a fight talk tomorrow when we do the podcast. I think he's fighting Kamaru Usman in Abu Dhabi in October. Okay. I'm trying to get tickets for that.
That'll be good.
But Kamaru Usman, oh my god, that's a big fight.
He's a good fighter as well, man.
Ex-champion, one of the best to do it at welterweight. Hopefully inshallah they make it happen. I like Usman too. I'm a fan of his too. Hamza is just a different kind of beast, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm sure Islam Makhachev will fight on that card as well. Man. It's I mean, like the gym I'm training at, it's really good. I really enjoy it. It's far. I just realized this week, man, I didn't notice this properly because like the gym's like 30 miles away, right? 30 miles away. And I was talking to my colleagues from London, and I was like, I go into the office in the afternoons and evenings, and I use the gym and whatnot. And I told them it's like 40 miles, it's about 40 minutes away. And they were like, wow, that's far. And I was like, not really, because when I'm from Tottenham to London Bridge in the UK, by bus, it takes an hour and 15. But they're like, gee, hold on, you're on the motorway for like 30 minutes driving at 70 miles per hour. And then it made me realize, and I done the maths, and I was like, hold on, it's 30 miles. And I was like, actually, it is fucking far. Like, think about from Tottenham to 30 miles. That's past what? Hatfield? That's past, I don't know what that is. Luton? No, not Luton.
Yeah, that's far. Yeah, 30 miles is far, man.
Bit of a distance,
Yeah, it takes me to, like, I went to Asthma's house yesterday, and it took me 50 minutes. He lives in Barking, we live in Tottenham. And I think that's 14 miles. That's 14 miles. So can you imagine that?
Yeah,
and that took me almost an hour.
That's why I never thought it was so far, because it was only 40 minutes. The roads here are big. I'm on the motorway all the way. But when you check the miles, you're like, hold on, you're 30 miles. So I'm traveling 30 miles a day to go to the gym and go into the office. And I was like, that is freaking far. But anyway, alhamdulillah, like I said, 30 minutes of that is on the motorway, just going a nice pace, which is nice. So,
man, I mean, good to just kick back, have some tunes on, just cruise, man.
I listen to podcasts, man. Rogan's podcast, I got it on all the time, man. Or audio books.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm at training this week as well. Same thing, bro. Monday to Friday. As I said, I mix it up now. Like Monday and Wednesday, I do conditioning sets, and then Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, I just do heavy. So chest, shoulders, and back. Yes, again, I did well. My PR on deadlift 100 kg. For my weight.
How many reps did you do? I've done my personal record ever has been 121 kgs, but I don't go to that all the time. Just when I do deadlifts, which I did them on Friday, I kind of mix it up. Anyway, I just get up to 100. I do one rep and then I take it down again. Well, how many reps you
do? So yes, I did 4 reps of 100 kg. So basically, I work out. I do 60 kg, as many reps. And then I go up, the second set, what did I do? I did 80 kg, I did about 10 reps. And then the last 2 sets, I do 100. So 4 reps for 2 sets. And then I work my way back down again, because it's tough, man. Like, I do struggle, I won't lie. It's all about form as well. I'm really aware of my form. If I see my back is slouching, I walk away, because I don't want to hurt myself.
Yeah, deadlifts is dangerous, man. There was a power lifter on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he actually said, if you don't have to do deadlifts, don't do deadlifts. I don't recommend it. This is a power lifter. He's like, I don't recommend anyone do deadlifts because it's a very dangerous exercise. So he was if you don't have to do it, don't do it. And if you're doing it, do it lightweight. If you don't need to do heavy, don't do it. Right. So I mean, when I do heavy, I aim for 50 reps in total, but I start off at literally the bar. And then I will put on 5 kgs, 5 kgs, 5 kgs. And I get all the way to 100. And then I just do 1 rep at 100. And I take it back down to 90 and 80 and go back to 60 and whatnot. But Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
good. Yeah,
So
it's good to
yeah,
do.
it's crazy. But when I do the 300, and the 300 involves the deadlifts, and I obviously on that I do 10 kg, 10 kg, and the bars 20, so that's 40 kg. But that alone, doing 50 reps, that is effective. Then doing just 100 kg is crazy. But that
Yeah.
300, I text you all the time, man. I'm sweating, I'm huffing, I'm puffing. It's a killer, and the clean and press as well. Clean
Oh,
and
the
press, yeah,
finishing with the clean and press is the worst. Yeah.
it's a work. I sit there thinking, why am I doing this? I sit there, I'm sweating, I'm asthmatic as it is, and I'm huffing and puffing. I'm thinking, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this, man? I just want to shower and go, but in my head, I'm like, look, just finish it. Just finish it. And then once I finish it, I feel happy. I feel, I've done the 300. Yeah, it takes me an hour. I can't do it as quick as you. But yeah, it takes me an hour. So it's good, man. Training's been good.
On that note, with the
Yeah.
asthmatic, I heard something on Rogan's podcast again recently. Fish oils. Do you take fish oils? Do you take any of what vitamins do you take? Do you like daily? Do you take any vitamins?
Just the ones that you sort of recommend: the cod liver oil, vitamin B, vitamin D, C, zinc, iron.
But you take it every day, right? Because I heard on
Yeah,
Rogan's podcast today. I can't remember who was talking to, but they were talking about fish oils and omega-3 oils help with asthma. So it's something to do with the asthmatic stuff and whatnot.
yeah.
So at home we have
Cod liver oil.
yeah, double check your cod liver oil, but double check it's got all the omegas. I think it's omega-3,
Yeah.
there's 9 and 6,
Uh-huh.
whatever. But just check, but if it is, make sure you take it every day regardless. Make sure you take it every
Yeah.
day. Don't
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
not take it. I take my vitamins
Yeah,
every day, but I heard about
yeah.
that, about asthma and cod. Research it. I mean, Google it or whatnot, but I
Yeah.
heard it on Rogan's podcast. They looked into it, they read up on it, and apparently fish oils, omega-3, cod liver oils help with asthma.
I'll tell you something now, man. Asthma, being asthmatic, and anyone that is listening to this and that's asthmatic, don't take it lightly, man. It's not a joke, man. I've had so many attacks. I remember one point I thought I'm done. Like, I remember sitting on the sofa. I think my missus, the wife, had called the ambulance, and they were so busy at the time. And I remember Dad stroking my hair, saying, "Stay awake, keep breathing, keep breathing." And I thought I was done. I legitimately
When was this?
thought
I didn't even know about this.
No, I told you. Remember? Yeah, I do remember telling you guys, man.
Shit,
And
must be
yeah, so it was it was last year, 2020. But I remember it was tough. So obviously, I stopped vaping. I used to vape. I stopped all that shit. I never smoked anyway. I don't smoke shisha, but vape was something that I did used to smoke. But I stopped that shit completely now, man, because I'm getting older.
that shit. I've never touched that shit. Well, I've touched
Yeah,
it, but I've never got into that shit.
I want to be able to run with my kids, and I think being consistent in the gym and doing the conditioning sets are helping, definitely helping.
They open up your lungs.
But yeah, man, that anyone that's there listening, just don't take it lightly, man. It's not a joke. So yeah, man.
I never got into smoking, shisha, weed, anything, vaping. I never got into. I have tried it, of course. I've tried, of course, shisha, weed, tried all of it. But nothing, I was like, oh, I'm going to get into this and do it daily.
Yeah.
No, never. Nothing
I
touched
think
my lungs.
out of all the brothers, obviously you've been the most disciplined when it came to that aspect, Obviously me being a Bruce, I've never drank. Yeah, never drank. But obviously I never smoked cigarettes. Yeah, it was shisha and vaping, bro, really. And even that's harmful. People say, "Oh, it's okay. You're just vaping." No, it's just again, I was with my friend yesterday, and he had one of these vapes, and you get 600 puffs from the vape. I go, "How long does that last you?" He said, "About a day." I'm like, "A day? You're puffing on that the whole day?" He goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "Dude, that's bad, man. Like, you might as well just it's probably equivalent or more than a cigarette. Yeah, it's cheaper. The vape is cheaper, but
I think there's some stuff in there, because apparently nicotine, pure nicotine, has actually got some beneficials to it, but it's all the other chemicals they have in cigarettes that fuck you up. I mean, you're drinking a Red Bull right now. That's talk about health. That shit is basic. So I keep telling you to stop drinking that bullshit. Anyway, but even with vaping, there's some chemicals and some bullshit in it that you shouldn't be. I mean, I mean, you go do the research. I'm not going to Google it.
Yeah.
Not good for you, man. Yeah. But anyway, people have their own thing, you know, their own justifications or whatnot. I've always been very disciplined with any kind of substance, any kind of drug substance, be it alcohol, weed, any of that stuff. I just was never interested. And you know what? When you're young and you're in school and college and uni, maybe my first couple of years of working, yes, there's a lot more pressure. My brain is not even fully formed yet. So the insecurity, the egos, the pressures of trying to be cool and want people to like you is there. But I've never folded under pressure, you know. But now as a grown man, if I don't give a shit, you know, because people will always try and cuss you. Oh, you don't drink. Oh, you don't smoke. And they try and make you feel like this and that. But as a grown-ass man now, I don't give a shit. And plus, like, some of the best and baddest fighters on the planet, you know, from the Gracie families, from Anderson Silva, from Khabib, none of them, Floyd Mayweather, they don't drink, smoke, none of that shit. They're prime athletes. They don't do none of that drug shit. So I'm just like, you know what? Back in the days, I felt insecure about it, but now I'm like, some of the best fighters in the world don't even do that shit. Like, I take inspiration from them. So fuck you and your drinking. Like, do your thing. Don't try and make me feel shitty about myself.
Yeah, 100%, man. Like, you know, my colleagues, you know, typical, let's go to the pub after work. And, you know, don't get me wrong, I'll join them, but I won't drink. I'll get a Red Bull or get apple juice or something. And they'll take the mic. Oh, such a kid, getting milk and cookies and blah, blah, blah. Obviously, it's all jokes and banter. But they've asked me, why don't you drink? I said, why though? Why would I want to drink? I'm happy. My body's clean. You guys come to work. You guys look rough. It takes a toll on your body, man. And they don't realize that. Yeah, they're in the late 40s and 50s, but it's that pressure. Just go and have a sip. No, I don't. Leave me alone. I'm happy with my apple juice, man. You guys drink, that's you. But like you said, it's if you don't drink or eat haram or other things, you're not cool. It's not right, man. It's like it's
it's like when you're in school. I mean, the thing is as well, right? If you're gonna drink, that's cool. You know, I mean, that's not an issue. That's your thing, right? It's just trying to like force it on. Before, like saying I'm Muslim is the easiest answer, and it's the best answer. Right? Why don't you drink? Allah said it's haram, it's haram. That's it. That's the answer. However, I like to explain to people, yes, okay, that's my main answer. I'm Muslim, Allah said it's haram. They know that for me, there doesn't need to be a reason, that's it, done. However, for you, I'll give you a different perspective. I like to be healthy. I'm inspired by athletes and disciplined individuals out there who try to keep their body healthy for the future. I want to live longer. I want to not that I want to live longer, but as long as I'm alive, I just want to be healthy. You know what I'm trying to say? So from that perspective, I just don't do no drugs. I just tell them I don't do no drugs. I don't put no drugs in my body. I like to eat clean. I like to I wanna live a healthy life. That's it. You know what I'm trying to say? But I could just easily say I'm Muslim, Allah said it's haram, done. That is the number one answer. But I like to people won't understand that because they'll just think other things and whatnot. And to me, that's a justified answer. But just to make them understand that listen, I'm not into that stuff. I'm not into it. I never have been. And now I'm comfortable saying, I don't touch drugs. I don't want no drugs in my system.
I feel like, you know, alcohol and drugs and, you know, things that are bad for your body. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm having Red Bull, guys. I'm not I don't want to sound like I'm a hypocrite. I'm not a saint. But you know that alcohol takes a toll on the body. And then when you meet someone and they go, oh, how old are you, 24? I laugh, man. I'm 34. They're like, what do you do? Like, how do you look so good? I'm like, well, I eat as clean as I can and I train 5 times a week. They're like, nah, you guys, you know, you're doing something weird. I was like, well, you know, it's genetics most likely, man, because Dad looks good. Dad's 67 and he still looks good for his age.
Yeah, I got that the other day this week as well.
But even yourself, you know, you're, I don't want to say you're Adrian Gamma.
No, I'm 38. Guy couldn't believe it. Bro, guy couldn't believe it. My guy... Yeah, I'm old, bro, 38. I was in the gym as well, and obviously I have a small frame as well, so that makes you look younger as well and whatnot. But the guy's talking to a young man. He's a boxer. He's fighting now. He's going to turn pro. He's very humble. And I was like, you know what? For a young man, you're only 21. You're very humble. And the way you talk, I can see it in the way you talk. I can see it in the way you box and you spar with people. You're very humble with it, and it's very good. You know, be it the boxing, talking about people around you. And then, you know, he was talking about me, what I want to do. And I said, look, I might want to compete in jiu-jitsu or something like that, or maybe an MMA fight, but I'm done with fighting. I don't want to do that anymore. I competed over 10 years ago. And I was very honest with myself that I'm not a fighter. I don't like it. And I said to him, look, I'm 38. I don't want to take no more head shoes. He goes, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm 38. He goes, 38. I'm like, 38, my brother. I'm 38. And he couldn't believe it. For 5 minutes, and I'm trying to get changed. And I'm like, brother, man, I could just show you ID if it'll make it easier. Just, I can't believe you're 38. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm 38. I'm an old man. Even when I'm training jiu-jitsu with these young kids, there's this young 15-year-old, 70 kg dude squashing me. And I'm like, brother, I'm 38, man. I can't take these beatings anymore. I don't care if you're 15. You're freaking 20 kgs heavier than me. I'm double your age and more. So you're half my lifespan and whatnot. And you're crushing my spine. I can't take it no more. But they think I'm young and they feel like I can move like them. And yes, I tried to move like them, but I'm like, brother, my body can't take it no more.
Body can't take it, man.
But yeah, we get that a lot. But yes, not taking drugs or anything. And you know, I even had this conversation with someone in Singapore where they asked me about, you know, do I drink? And I was like, nah, I don't do drugs. And he goes, no, not drugs. I'll drink. And I'm like, yeah, alcohol's a drug, bro. And they were like, I'm like, do you really have you never ever considered it? Just because your government made it legal and made it illegal, what you think that alcohol is not a drug because your government said it's okay, or the whole world government. Alcohol is one of the worst drugs on the planet. But loads of people lose their lives to alcohol. They go down a wrong path for alcohol. You know, even that you drink alcohol, you drive your car, you kill some innocent people. I want to say one of the biggest causes of death, or one of the biggest, one of the highest deaths from any drugs is, I want to say, it's alcohol.
It could be alcohol,
so like, that's what I'm trying to say. People, like, you know, I've had that conversation with people in Singapore. They were like, they will think alcohol is fine because the government said it is, but if you spoke about weed, it's like, no, we don't do those drugs. Like, it's very encouraging to give your 16-year-old kid a beer, but you wouldn't let them smoke weed. I'm like, that don't make no sense to me. I mean, this has come from someone who don't touch anything. Same with Dubai. Alcohol is legal technically. I know they restrict it and where you can drink it, but you can buy it from bars. But weed or even CBD is bloody illegal here. I'm like, it don't make no sense. Don't even make no sense. Exactly. CBD is illegal, which is known to be a freaking health benefit. But CBD is illegal, but alcohol is legal. That's the world, man.
That's what I explained to my colleagues, man. Like, what's the difference between, you know, weed, cocaine, heroin, and, you know, alcohol? You intoxicate yourself to the point where you can't control yourself. It's the same thing. They're like, yeah, but it's temporary, and I'm like, yeah, so is weed, so is whatever, cocaine, whatever. You're still intoxicating yourself, man. You can't you get yourself drunk to a point you can't control yourself, you know, and it's embarrassing. Some people embarrass themselves so much, man. So there's no different. Like, it's the same thing, man. Like, the only thing is, do you remember, what was that film, man? Is it Lawless with Tom Hardy? Shoeshine. Is it Shoeshine? They call it Moonshine. And it's called Lawless, and it's about Tom Hardy and his brothers dealing
alcohol during the prohibition.
And exactly, it was illegal. It was banned.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. It goes to show, like, when they made it illegal, all this gangster stuff happened around, making it, you know, smuggling alcohol. And it's the same thing with drugs. Listen, this is coming from, I'm not even joking, but this is coming from someone who doesn't touch any of that stuff. And I don't agree with any drug, but I think they should be all legal. If you're going to make alcohol legal, I think you should make all of them legal, and you should sell all of them, like, through the government or whatnot, like cocaine, heroin, because at least you know it's coming from when I'm quotation marks here, reputable source, which is the government, whatever. It's got to be legalized through that, and there's no extra bullshit in it. Because if you're gonna buy cocaine, I think in the US, bro, there's loads of people dying from cocaine because people are mixing fentanyl and shit in it, right? So when you're buying an illegal substance from a gangster, you don't give a shit about that. They're gangsters.
They've got the money.
They're mixing it with fentanyl and you're dying. But now, if cocaine was legal through the federal government and shit, then you would have to process it in a legal way. And you can't mix it with certain chemicals and whatnot, right? I think, like, stop being hypocrites and sell all of it, make it all legal, and you know, give people prescriptions or whatever it is. I don't know. I mean, look, this is coming from someone who don't know shit about nothing, but
Honestly, man, you never know. Just say the government were to sell drugs, yeah. Gangsters might go. They'll think, hey, we ain't got no business.
Exactly.
We ain't got no business.
That could be one benefit. I'm sure there's gonna be loads of negatives, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of benefits too. And like I said, if you're selling the most, trust me, if you try to make alcohol illegal, gangsters will just like the prohibition, the gangsters will get involved and make a business out of selling alcohol illegally. That's just the way it goes, man. It's the same thing about guns in the US. Like, I know they have a lot of issues, but if you try to make guns illegal in the US, the gangsters' business will rise because they'll just start selling it on the side.
They start selling from their trunks, man.
It's straight up.
It's crazy, man. Yeah.
Crazy. Anyway, man, shit. We've been geeking out about life and all that sort of stuff. The main part of this show is about geeking out. All stuff that's been happening in the world. So let's get into that, bro. Let's get into that. Listen, we'll start off, unfortunately, with some sad news, man. A few people passed away this week. A legend in Tina Turner, she passed away, a legend in rock and roll. I think she was like 80 something, right?
She was old, yeah, man.
I think so. So, you know, she's a legend in rock and roll. She passed away. So may she rest in peace and condolences to her family and everything. And then someone else passed away, Ray Stevenson, who, in my opinion, he done the Punisher. He was character in Thor. He's going to be in Ahsoka. Done so many things. He was in the other guys and so many other movies and whatnot. For me, as you lot know, I'm a Punisher enthusiast. I love the character. I think he's one of the best on-screen Punishers. And I think that Punisher Warzone movie, I watched it yesterday just out of love for Ray Stevenson and just out of it's one of the best Punisher movies. Listen, as a Punisher fan, I'm telling you, I read the comics. I'm a Punisher fan, right? That Punisher Warzone movie is one of the best Punisher adaptations on screen. It's what,
100%.
in Ray Stevenson's words, that movie is what Frank does. He just kills everyone. There's no remorse. And I know there's like, unlike the Netflix show, the John Bethman one, there's not the character build. And I get it. There is a little bit though, because in that movie, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, right? He kills the FBI agent and you see the trauma that he goes through. You see that he tries to, he hated what he did. He tried to look after the family. The trauma he goes back to when what happened to his family. There's a lot, like there is that character building in that. You could tell through that movie he's not just a killer. There's a lot of trauma going on, and
he's got his values, man. You know what I mean? Even the fact that he killed the FBI agent and stuff, like you said, he's probably hating himself for it, man. Because don't forget, he was an FBI agent, wasn't he? Special forces,
military and whatnot.
So military, he fought in the Afghani war. Depends on the story, but Afghani war and stuff like that.
Original one, Vietnam, right? So
Vietnam, So obviously they changed it after, but he's probably killed a fellow brother. That's what you could say, and he's kicking himself for it. But you're right, he was probably the best adaptation of the Punisher. The slicked hair. There's that one poster I always remember. The slicked hair, and I think he had the gun just pointing down. That one there, that's right.
I mean, this sideshow one is like more comic, but he's got it similar to this one, right?
Similar to that one,
very similar. Even this original Punisher hair, it looks like that. But it's one of the best adaptations, and there is character building. And again, it's like just an issue of a comic. It's one issue of the Punisher where he's just taking down a mob boss. Yes, Jigsaw is in it and whatnot, just taking them down, and there's no remorse, there's no hesitation, shoots and kills just like the comic. So I think that film could only relate to Punisher fans anyway. Of course, the Netflix TV show, it relates to the Punisher fans, but it's trying to get in more audience, so there's a lot more character building and everything around. I get it, but that Ray Stevenson's one of the best Punisher adaptations. That movie is awesome. Rest in peace to him. He died young. I feel it was like 59 or something that he died.
59, man. Young, man.
58, sorry. 58. So, rest in peace and condolences to his family. I didn't really look into how he passed away. I didn't really look into it, but just rest in peace.
That was shocking. Yeah, that was quite shocking when Kibs sent the picture in the group. I'm like, hold on. He's a young dude, man. So you just never know, man. You just never know.
That's it, man. That is it. I didn't look into what happened, but condolences to his family. But all right, moving on to some more news, bro. So Ming-Na Wen, she's the lady from Mandalorian, and she was also in Marvel show, the Marvel with Agent
Shield.
Shield. She was just in that. She has been awarded with her own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So congratulations to her.
Nice. Congratulations to her, man.
Quite legendary and whatnot. So good for her.
She's very good in The Mandalorian.
Yeah, she's awesome in The Mandalorian. And Boba Fett. She's in Boba Fett.
Boba Fett, that's it. Yeah.
She's awesome. So she's been in the look. I can't name names of everything she's been in, but I know she's been in the industry for a long time. So congratulations to her. Some video game stuff, man. So Konami are looking to make Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater for the PS5. Have you seen?
Did you see the trailer?
Bro, those graphics. Oh my god! Someone done a side-by-side comparison from the PS3. What was it? PS3?
I think it was PS3 or PS2. That's how long ago.
Oh, the leaves and the grass, and oh my god, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
That was one of the best Metal Gears. I mean, this one goes back to the 60s. It goes back to Big Boss, so the actual Solid Snake and whatnot. Me and Dwayne used to play that all the time. Bro, I'll never forget this, man. There was that old sniper dude. Remember him?
Yeah, I remember him.
You know, when you're looking for him, and sometimes he sneaks up behind you and it's game over. Me and Dwayne were like, where is he? And the next thing, he just right behind him. Dwayne jumped. Oh, he jumped off the bro. He just jumped, man. It was hilarious, man. It's one of the best games ever. But then we made PS5, man.
Yeah. You know what? When I saw the trailer for that, I was like, it's a game that I would like to play. Because obviously, the last Metal Gear Solid, I did play it. But I don't know, man. Something felt like it was missing for me.
Yeah, me too. I didn't complete it. I didn't have the patience for it. I didn't complete it, man.
It's a long game, man. Very long game. Quite repetitive as well at points.
Yes, some of the missions. You're doing the same missions kind of over and over. Yeah.
And that's with a lot of games now. But I'm looking forward to it, bro. To see
some
big boss.
Yeah, I might just because of Metal Gear, but that game you need a lot of patience, and I don't know if I have that anymore.
Yeah. I feel like I'm getting to that. My patience isn't as great as it used to be. Before I could sit there for hours and go on for hours and hours and hours. Now, bro, I play an hour max, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. You know, my brain can't handle it as much, man. But let's see.
You also done the trailer reaction. There was 2 other games that check out the trailer reactions. I know we're gonna upload them soon or whatnot for Spider-Man and Assassin's Creed. Now I didn't see Assassin's Creed, but I saw Spider-Man, and that looks good.
I tell you now, it was a 10-minute gameplay, and it involves a lot. They're showing a lot of characters. Also, we know Venom's in it, and we know Kraven the Hunter, and as well Lizard. So, man, it starts off with someone trying to hunt Kraven, okay, and then Kraven from behind, element surprise. He's the guy, man. He's the guy. But then it goes 6 months later, and he already jumps into Peter Parker with the symbiote with him. And bro, I tell you from the beginning, like the trailer's gonna come out, the reaction trailer. I was gobsmacked. I was screaming and shouting, thinking, "Man, this is epic!" Like the gameplay just looks nuts.
Good, yeah.
It looks good. Yeah, and you can switch characters. You can switch from Miles to Peter, Peter back to Miles, which was good. I
didn't play the first one, and I don't think I'll have the patience to buy it and play it. But without that one, you wouldn't really follow the full story, right? To get into this one.
Yeah,
I could just buy it and play it anyway, but still.
Well, yeah, you got Spider-Man, and then you got Miles Morales. So then you got the story from Miles Morales becoming Spider-Man and his journey. But it's nice that the part 2 involves both of them, man. Which I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. When I saw a little bit of the gameplay of him using the symbiote, the graphics and everything just looks amazing. And he looks like the original when he had the symbiote and whatnot before Secret Wars and all that sort of stuff. It looks really freaking cool, man. Yeah,
it looks good, man. And even just by watching the trailer, how evil or how dark he sounds, you know, and how powerful and how angry he is. It's crazy, man. There was one scene in the gameplay where he saved a civilian, and instead of putting him down, he just sort of dashed him, and Miles looked at Peter like, "What are you doing? Like, we don't treat people like that." But he's going to be
very interesting. Yeah, it's going to be interesting how they implement that.
So what about that's the must? Yeah.
I mean, I know you're going to get into that. What about Assassin's Creed? I mean, I didn't watch that one. Is that one? What's that one looking like from your opinion?
Assassin's Creed, me personally, after Syndicate, kind of just went downhill for me. I did play Origins, which was based in Egypt, and it was based on I forget his name now, Bayek, which was a good story. Then they went to Odyssey, which is in Greece, and these games are long, bro. You need to put in 100 hours into a game. I ain't got time for that. But Odyssey wasn't great. I didn't complete it. I kind of left it. Then they moved into Valhalla, and that's a good game, very good game. And I like the whole the Greek mythology and stuff like that, and Odin and Thor and so. But again, it's too long, man. Too long, bro. But this new one, it's taken me back. It's taken everyone back to Assassin's Creed 1. You know, it's
not Al-Qaeda, is it?
It's not Altair yet. No,
Oh
no.
shit!
It's not
I said
Altair
Al-Qaeda as well. My bad.
Yeah.
That's something else.
But Altair, but bro, it's like, yeah, the gameplay they showed, the parkour and stuff, looks like it's gone back a bit. I'm hoping they go back to what they started with, and rather than trying to change it up. But it looks good, bro. Visually, it looks amazing. The gameplay looks good, and it stands out, man. It has caught my eye. I just can't do 70 hours, 100 hours in a game. You know,
I was going to ask you actually, like, because I'm still playing God of War, and I am going to complete that eventually. Maybe take me years or whatever. I've got the Guardians of the Galaxy game because I got that as well when I took it from.
That's fun.
Should I play it? I was thinking of selling it.
No, don't sell it, man.
Like, I should give it a chance.
I think give it a chance. I'm sure any of the viewers that have played it, it's a fun game, bro.
Okay,
like
so maybe I should play it and sell it off or something.
Yeah, there's no side missions here and there. It's just straight to the point. It's fun. The characters, and you know how Rocket and Drax and Quill could be, and then it's funny, bro. It's a fun action game, and it's one game that I'll happily play again. Like, and it's colorful. Like I said, it's colorful. It's visually nice to look at. It introduces Adam Warlock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I tell you what, because I was gonna sell it because I was like, I'm not gonna play it, and I don't know if I will, but for someone, I'm trying to sell my PS4 games because I was thinking about buying Ghost of Tsushima again for the PS5. But I just don't have the time. I mean, like I said, God of War's gonna take me forever to clock, so I don't know if I have the time, but I'll keep it. I'll keep. I guess I'll keep.
Start it.
Guardians and start it.
Start it, and like just small little elements, man. Him putting his headphones in and listening to his tunes while they're in battle, and it's all his 80s classics. So he kind of just what's the word I'm looking for? It brings up your spirit. Right? It makes you wanna play the game. I think this is a fun game, man, and it's nothing hard as well. It's none of that. There's no combos. It's just shoot, attack, dodge.
Yeah, easy. Okay. Easy. I'll get into that. I'll get into that. I'll just carry on with God of War. Okay, but Altair, Assassin's Creed and whatnot. That new one. I mean, I'm sure with the graphics gonna look good. Then we got, like I said, Metal Gear Solid, and then also
there's another game. I don't know if you saw the trailer, and it's called Phantom Zero. I think yeah, bro. It's like I can't explain it, bro. It looked like a Jet Li movie, Donnie Yen movie with the sword, and I can't even explain it. But when you get a chance, Phantom Zero, and it's gone back and it looks like a Chinese dynasty time, you know. But his sword ain't any sword, and I don't know my swords or anything like that. But the way he was using it was like wushu. That's the way he would flow with it. Bro, it was wicked, man. It reminded me of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
I'm kind of getting my excitement back for video games. The problem is I just don't have the time because I want to buy that Logan game. I'm thinking that's one game I might want to buy. I'm going to get back into Tekken, or I'm going to buy that. But what you're talking about, I think I might have seen a trailer because something's coming to mind. I know they're making new samurai games. Ghost of Tsushima 200%. I'm going to buy that game. I'm getting my excitement back for video games. It's just all about time, and I just don't have the time to sit down and play for hours. You know what I mean? I can play 15 minutes and be like, all right, that's done. But okay, I'll look out for that one. I'll Google that one.
Zero, man, looks good, man. Like visually, I haven't done a reaction trailer to it, but I sat there thinking, wow, this game looks wicked, bro. Like I can't even explain the way he's using the sword, and he's sort of leaned back and fighting that guy while that guy's dying. I'm thinking, is this gameplay or is this cutscenes? Like I couldn't even tell.
Send me it after on WhatsApp.
I'll send it to you. Yeah,
do the reaction if you can. Those reactions, by the way, did you upload them to Google Drive or have you got a chance to?
The file is too big. The file is too big. It said Google Drive said it's too big.
Oh, is it?
So
Okay, there's got to be another way that you can send it to Kibs. Maybe next time you see Kibs, just Bluetooth it to him then.
yeah, hopefully I might see him tomorrow. Mum's at his house helping with the
Yeah.
baby and everything.
Then what you could do
So
is, yeah, Bluetooth it to him or pull it on a. I mean, that's just too. If you could just Bluetooth it to him, I think that'll be easier. Then you can just
yeah,
upload it. I mean, like I said, if you send it to me, I could help as well. But yeah. Anyway, we'll figure that out. But yeah, all right, cool. Well, those are the video game stuff. We'll get more of those reactions, and I think we'll do more. Like I said, when I come to the UK, I'll help you set up your account to the thing so we could start streaming on that. Moving on, bro. So our favorite movie, John Wick. One of our favorite movies. So John Wick 4, or the whole franchise has hit 1 billion, right? Which is amazing, right? So I'm glad it made the monies, right? The whole franchise. And apparently, I know they're going to do spin-offs, but apparently John Wick 5, they started thinking about John Wick 5 and the studio's thinking about doing that. So I don't know what that means for Keanu Reeves or what, but I mean, the franchise, if that is true, because it seemed like it was from a legitimate website. I know it was Facebook, but what I'm saying is one of the legitimate pages on there, ING World or Film Movie something. I can't remember which one it was, but that's interesting if they're going to carry on a John Wick 5, which means that he didn't die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you make spin-offs, that's cool. But if you're calling it John Wick, then that's him.
That's him.
Yeah.
Exactly. John Wick 4, and I said it to you, I said it to the kid, it's my favorite movie, bro. Favorite action movie in a long time. Like, I sat there in the cinema and, like, I didn't even care about time because I was so immersed into the movie. And I'm thinking, wow, yeah, a lot of people criticize it. Oh, how come he ain't been shot yet? And, you know, just shoot him in the head and but that's the whole point, man. Like, he's just fucking up people. And it was fun to watch, bro. Like, I got a John Wick 1/6 scale Hottoys here. And I definitely won't sell that, man. Like, no way. Even my son knows who John Wick is. That's how crazy.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, bro.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. He ain't watched the movie, guys, just to let you know.
He shouldn't be watching the movie.
But he's asked, who is that, daddy? And I'm like, that's John Wick. So when I was checking the copy for the movie that came out, I go, oh, who's that? It was John Wick. I thought, cool, at least you know.
He knows it. I mean, look, people try to say, why is it be shot? My wife tries to do that as well. It's like, why? How come? I'm like, it's a movie, man. It's a movie. Let him not get shot. He's not supposed to get shot. Not now. He'll get shot when the time's right. And you know, even I've made not criticism. I've made my thoughts about it. He's a mass murderer. He's got the best cardio in the world. I would have gone up halfway up those steps and be like, losing and shit. I don't even have asthma. I would have lost. So he's got the best cardio in the world. But it's the funnest movie ever, and it's beautiful. It's art, man. It is art.
Man. Yeah.
It's art of killing people in that way, unfortunately.
You know what? John Wick is probably the bad guy, and we're rooting for the bad guy.
He is the bad guy, man. He's killing bad guys, but he's a bad guy, man. Come on.
But you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you know,
he is. I've said that, man. I've said that. But
we're rooting for him, man. We're rooting for him to kill more people, and you were waiting for the next scene.
That's it.
But even Donnie Yen was brilliant in that movie.
Brilliant.
You know, I know you and Kibs have done like a breakdown in the movie. Donnie Yen, he's awesome, bro. And I mean, like, I met him at Comicon. He just seemed, it was a quick hello, hi. But generally, I was like, I just shook his hand. I'm never gonna wash my hands. I still ain't washed my hands.
Donnie Yen, man, I wish I met them guys, man. So jealous, man. But anything he touches is amazing. He started teasing all these posters about Yip Man 5 and Flashpoint 2, and I was like, are you taking? I don't know if they were legit though. I don't know if they were legit, but they were from his Instagram. But I feel like they might not have been legit. But no. Anyway, look, if they make a John Wick 5, I'm in. If they're making spin-offs, I'm in. So, you know, you sent that Punisher thing the other day with John Bethnal's training, that tactical shooting and whatnot. And you know, Keanu Reeves does all that sort of stuff too. Yeah. With the new Punisher, for me personally, as a Punisher fan, it's just my thing. Whatever they do, I'm gonna love it because I'm so biased towards Punisher. But what I hope they do is give me a mixture of John Wick style action and Rambo style action, because I want to see him do that like John Wick, but I also want to see him get fucking 2 AK-47s or whatever, or M16s and just be like the Punisher stuff. So I want to see both. I want to see both, right? I'm spitting it.
Wait, I don't mean to cut you off, but did you notice the other guy in the video?
No, who was that?
That's the Punisher from John Travolta. You know when John Travolta was the bad guy?
Yeah, what's his name?
I forget his name. I'm bad with names, guys. I'm very bad. Good names.
I should know, man, because he played the Punisher. I mean, I have to be honest with you, that wasn't one of my favorite Punisher movies. Just
No,
because
it
it
wasn't.
wasn't as
Yeah,
raw,
but
but
he's
it was.
training. I'm surprised you. That's why I sent it in the group. So he's training with John Berthnell. So
Do you think he could be in? Oh shit!
yeah,
Thomas
that's
Jane.
like,
Thomas Jane.
that's it. Yeah, I think that's his name. I don't know. I don't know names, guys.
Yeah, I got it here, man. I got it here, man.
Yeah. So that video was him and John Berthnell training. And that's why I sent it in the group to say, hey, look, man. But I guess I didn't put more content. I just sort of sent it in the group. But I didn't say anything else. Yeah. So who knows, guys?
Ooh. Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't even clock that, to be honest with you. But because I was just concentrating on Bethnal, because that dude's just amazing. But anyway, whatever they give us with the new Punisher, because even in the Netflix one, he did have some tactical shooting and he had some rawness, and I love that.
Yeah.
So I was like, give me a mixture of John Wick and Rambo, man. That's what I love with my Punisher.
That'd be good, man. Yeah. I like that. I think that would be good, and I think that would suit him as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm reading these Punisher comics now from 2000 and I think between 2018 to 2020. It was just after he had the War Machine suit, the Punisher War Machine suit. It's issues after that. And bro, there's one scene that cracked me up when I'm reading it. So basically, he just killed the Mandarin, right? And the Mandarin was using the 10 rings, right? One of Mandarin's like small assistants took the rings or whatever. And he tried to use them, but he can't use all 10, so he's not as powerful. He uses like 1 or 2. Anyway, Punisher, bro, he cuts off one of his hands that's got the rings, and then he bites off the other finger that has the ring, right? And then he kills this dude. The comic goes on.
Yeah.
And it's just a quick 1 page of him ringing the doorbell, of a doorbell ringing, package comes. Dr. Strange opens a package and it's the finger and it's the hand. And it's a note from Frank saying, I don't know what to do with this magic stuff. Love, Frank. And Strange is just there like, he just says something about Frank, but it just cracked me up at the fact that, he's a Punisher knows he knows this is magic shit. Let me send it to Dr. Strange. And it's just a funny thing. They send him the whole hand and the finger and says, there you go, Strange, you deal with this shit. Hilarious, man. I love Frank, man. I love Punisher. Anyway, I swear I talk about the Punisher all freaking day, man. I even bought Idris a Punisher teddy bear. How disturbing is that? Moving on. Bullet Train 2 is reportedly happening with Brad Pitt and Sandra Bullock returning in their respective roles. Now, that was a good movie.
That was a good movie, man. That was a fun action movie. Aaron Taylor and I forget the other gentleman's name. I'm bad with names, man. But the brothers, Tangerine. Is it Tangerine and something? Anyway, they were funny, man.
And even Tom Satang. Yeah, they were awesome. It would be kind of strange not to have them in it because for me, they made the movie so much. But that was a great movie. Yeah, apparently making part 2, man.
Good. Yeah, I'll happily watch that again. But it was a fun 100%. Movie. He had Hiroyuki. What's his name? Hiroyuki Yoshidi? I forget his name, man. Anyway, Mutsuragi. We call him Mutsuragi. And that's
I don't know names either, but my guy's a real samurai. He's a real samurai.
He's a real G, man. Like again, I got a 1/6 scale of him.
Fucking love that dude. Love that dude. All right, so that's another great movie if they're making it. I look forward to that. All right. Adam Sandler, bro. Adam Sandler is looking to make an appearance as Happy Gilmore character in a new Will Ferrell golf sitcom. So it's like, what I love about this is it's about universes again. So Will Ferrell looking to make this new show about golf and whatnot, and but it's in the same universe as Happy Gilmore and Adam Sandler's going to show. That's going to be freaking hilarious.
That's going to be funny, man.
That will be hilarious.
Have they made a movie together?
Yeah, have they? I'm sure they have.
I can't think of them two together, bro. This could be a good team up if it is their first time, bro. I can't think of a movie of Adam Sandler and Will Ferrell together.
There's got to be something, man, back in the days.
That can be something
those
crazy,
two, man. I'm sure there is. I don't know if he's going to... It says Adam Sandler looking to make an appearance. I don't know if he's going to be in the full show or whatnot, but still. So comedy universe should be awesome. Also on Adam Sandler, Dana White from the UFC, the chairman of UFC, is looking to team up with Adam Sandler to do some comedy for the UFC. And I don't know what that means. I don't know how you turn comedy into UFC. Maybe it's different avenue of expanding the UFC in comedy, but I have no idea what that means. But that's interesting that they're looking to go down that route. Dana White's one of the best promoters in the world. I love the UFC. He does promote the slap thing, which I'm not really into, but he's a genius. He knows there's business.
It sells.
Yeah, it sells. It's getting all the views, so that's why he's involved in it. And so if there's some comedy thing they're working on, I'm sure they'll make it successful.
They'll make it work, man.
Yeah, with Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler and they made that movie Here Comes the Boom.
Kevin James.
Kevin James, Kevin James, he's a part of that crew, but Kevin James loves the UFC, loves MMA, trains a lot. Boss Rutan's in it and whatnot. So I'm sure they'll do something good anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, comedy. Eddie Murphy, the king of comedy, is in talks to star in a new Pink Panther movie. That's currently in the works. Yeah, so interesting. Yeah,
that's interesting. Yeah, I think that could work. Trying to think, man. Pink Panther.
I doubt. I mean, if they did it the old Inspector Clouseau way, where there was no Pink Panther in the movie, it was just about the inspector.
Just him.
That could be work. But if they do like an animated Pink Panther, I don't know. I think they've done something like that before. But yeah, Eddie Murphy is just a G. I wish he'd done stand-up comedy again. I wish he came back to do some stand-up comedy, like a Netflix special. That'd be amazing. I'm sure he'll still kill it.
I'm waiting for like a trailer for Beverly Hills Cop, man. 4. Being a bit quiet. So let's hope they show us something soon.
Yeah, definitely. So other things that are coming out, but Toy Story 5 and Mr. Tim Allen is going to reprise his role as Buzz Lightyear, and I'm sure Tom Hanks will come back as Woody. So Toy Story 5.
I genuinely thought they were going to stop that, but I guess it sells, man. Toy Story is one of my favorites, bro. And we grew up with it. And Tim Allen and Tom Hanks.
Do you know what I found out about Tim Allen? So I was reading this book or listening to this book, Joey Diaz, who's a comedian. You've seen him in a few movies. He's in The Longest Yard. He was in a Grudge Match, the fat Cuban guy, right? Anyway, he's a comedian. And anyway, he was saying in his book that because he had a fucked up past, right? Involved in cocaine, all that sort of stuff. So he was like, I can never make it in this business because I've got a shitty past. He found out one of the things that inspired him to actually know that he can make it in the business. Tim Allen was actually arrested for dealing coke or taking coke or something. Yes, Mr. Disney Home Improvement Tim Allen was arrested for coke.
Damn. Wow.
I didn't even know this. I'm sure it's news that came out before when we were kids and whatnot. So it's out there. But I had no idea. And I was like, holy shit, Mr. Disney Tim Allen. And he still made it. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe he was shot into that neighbor. That's why they didn't show the neighbor's nose, because his nose probably was full of cocaine and stuff.
What, in Home Improvement, yeah?
Home Improvement, isn't it?
Yeah, that's joke.
But I'm shocked. That's shocking, because we watch Home Improvement all the time, and he did what, Santa Claus that was called, or what it was called?
Yeah, Santa Claus, yeah.
He's done quite a few, but wow. You just never know people's past, man.
Yeah, exactly. But also, you never know, that should never stop you, man. You made a mistake in the past. And you wronged your rights. You know what I'm trying to say? And you find that's what Joey Diaz. I read his book and it's amazing. I'm into him. I've got to know him through the Joe Rogan podcast. He's fucking hilarious. He has the best stories ever. But just listening to his book, his father died when he was 3. His mother died when he was 16. He was involved in all kinds of shit. But now he's a successful comedian, off the cocaine, like training jiu-jitsu. He is. I like a success story. There's so many out there, but I like a success story. I love it when people, not saying that when people fail, but like when people don't do good, but they fix themselves up and get better. I love those stories, man. So every time I ask for book recommendations, I want those type of books. I want to hear someone who put the work in, who never gave up and made it. And Joey Diaz is one of them, and I love that. I love that dude, and I just love the story of his success. So anyway, I found that out through that book, and I was like, cool.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy news.
Yeah. All right. I'm just finishing off with some Disney stuff, bro, and Marvel stuff. So it's been reported that Mark Hamill and Hayden Christensen will be returning to the Star Wars universe in an upcoming movie set in a galaxy far away. So those two, I don't know what they're looking to do, but
That'll be
Could be
interesting.
something, yeah, could be something,
that'll be
you know.
interesting.
So let's see what they hold out to do. Listen, Obi-Wan had Hayden Christensen back as Darth Vader. He was
Darth Vader.
badass in that. We
Yeah.
saw Luke in Mandalorian, Mark
Yeah.
Hamill, young Mark Hamill. They could do something, so that would be
They
interesting.
need to do
There's
something.
a new movie called The Machine with Burt Kreischer, which is a comedian, another comedian, but Mark
Yeah.
Hamill's in that too.
I saw the credit, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that because the machine, what's his name, Burt Kreischer is hilarious. But anyway, Star Wars, more Star Wars stuff. I hope they do a show. I hope they do a show because that would be good. I think.
Yeah.
Forget a movie. I would say do a show.
Good shows that can give you more, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Disney Plus. All right. Disney Plus has announced plans to remove multiple series and specials from the streaming service at the end of the month, and they're looking to do that to save some money. It's like a cost-cutting thing because I think the more you have, the more you have to pay or whatever. Or whatnot. Maybe there's like licensing fees and there's whatever. Yeah. So I think they're looking to cut some. They're looking to make some cuts. I know that the reports the last couple of months when I was reading them were not as high. So yeah, they're looking to make some.
Makes sense, man. The business, isn't it? So they got
business is bit. Well, my fucking business is business. What Netflix is doing, man. They're finally incorporating the sharing password things. Are bastards.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
My God.
Crazy.
Yeah. Oh, talk about Netflix, bro. Sorry, I was supposed to bring this up in the beginning. Yeah. I got back into Naruto, and spoiler alerts, everyone. I'm sure everyone's seen it if you're into that. When Sensei Asuma, what's his name?
Yeah. I think that's his name. Yeah.
The guy's with the beard and he smokes a lot. I'm sorry. Man, I remembered it earlier, man.
You sent me a picture.
Emotional, bro. When he died, I didn't even expect that. Bro, that got me, man. That got me really emotional, man. Naruto is a great freaking manga. And the good thing about it, I know it's old, but I don't know any spoilers. Like, I know he has a kid, there's Boruto, whatever. But I don't know who lives or dies. So the good thing about the show, I'm just going in fresh. And I'm freaking enjoying it. But yeah, when he died, man, proper emotional, man. Wicked show.
I started it again. I downloaded an app called Crunchyroll. And I started it again, man. But I love Naruto, bro. It's so, you know what? It's so emotional. It's good action, good story, and Naruto, man. Yeah, it's awesome.
He learned that new
Rasengan.
Yeah, no, not Rasengan. The Rasengan mixed with the wind style.
Oh
And then he used it, but the Hokage said he's gonna kill him if he keeps using it. What do they call it? Jutsu, yeah. Anyway, that's tricks up here. All right, lastly, finish off with some Marvel stuff. Jeff Loveness, who will not be writing Kang Dynasty. So he's the guy who done Ant-Man 3, I believe.
Okay.
And apparently he's not going to be doing Kang Dynasty. There's been this whole writer strike anyway, but apparently he's not on Kang Dynasty anymore. I don't know if that has anything to do with the success of Ant-Man 3 or not. But, you know, even with Jonathan Majors, they're looking to make loads of changes in Loki, apparently, and that's looking to come out at the end of the year. I don't know if that's all true. I don't know about that stuff. But anyway, they're looking to change things around with Kang Dynasty. And then lastly, to finish off, Deadpool 3 has started filming in the UK.
Finally.
Yep. Finally. So that one, I mean, look, apparently, again, because of the writer's strike, and I don't really know much about it. Kevin Smith and Mark Bernard, I know they've done a podcast about it. I haven't had a chance to watch it. But I think if you really want to understand it, them guys are going to be like good ones to listen to understand it. But apparently with the writer's strike, like, you know, Ryan Reynolds can't improvise. He has to stick to the script type of thing. I don't know what this is, right? What the laws are. Anyway, fact is they started filming that. Wolverine's going to be in it. It's going to be amazing. We've got other mutants are going to be in it. We have no idea which other mutants are going to be in it. Also, we have no idea which other MCU characters who we know and love might be in it. You never know who might show up. You never know, because this is the opportunity to. They're going to be going through time. We don't know who's going to. I mean, we found they said that Owen Wilson's going to show up as Morbius from Loki for the TVA. Like, how do we not know? Like, I don't know, Doctor Strange or Spiderman's going to make it. We don't know what they're going to do. I mean, that's hoping too much, but you never know what they might put in that movie, man. And that's going to be a big one, man. You're going to get Logan. We're going to get.
Like I said, they already showed the X-Men in the last one.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know what I mean? But they might show. They're definitely show more characters, man. But Deadpool is one of those movies that you know what you're getting in a Deadpool movie, man. It's just awesome. He's just an awesome character. Ryan Reynolds, you know, he plays it the best. No one else can portray him as Deadpool, bruv.
No, 100%. But also, not even just that. They gave us the Juggernaut we've always wanted. They gave us the Colossus we've always wanted.
Yeah.
No bullshit, you know what I mean? Like with the
Yeah.
other X-Men movies, when you had a skinny ass American Colossus and a skinny ass British Juggernaut. You know what I mean? Like, just saying, man. We got
Vinnie Jones, wasn't it?
Vinnie Jones, Vinnie Jones, no, we got the proper Colossus and Juggernaut. This is what I'm saying. Like now you got the Disney money, man. You're under the MCU. Like, what other budget are they gonna throw in there to give us what character, what comic book accurate X-Men character will they give us? It's gonna be something else. And if they put Wolverine in his costume, I'm busting nuts all over the cinema, bro. I don't give a shit. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. That's gonna be good. It's definitely gonna be good.
Cool, man.
Yeah, man.
Cool, man. Bro, we've been chatting for a while. I know. Appreciate your time. I know the kids aren't around, so you have the time to do this and stuff. And normally you probably want to chill, play games, but I appreciate you doing this as
That's
Kibs
cool,
out
man.
and whatnot. But people want to see more of you. I mean, look, there's no commitment for you to join every week, but if we can get you to do some gaming stuff, you know, when I'm in London, we should do the podcast together, all three brothers and whatnot. But yeah, like let's get you more involved in this. And like, of course, with the time, what you can make. But you know, like I said,
man, it's hard, but you know, just got, like I said, I had the time. I was happy to join on today. But yeah, we just go with the flow, man.
That's it. And and you know, in the future, when Kibs is back next week, you can always join. You could do the three-way call on this, right? We can have unless you and Kibs are together, then you guys can do it together, or like in the same room, or just do a three-way call. And when I'm in London, I'm gonna be at home, so we could do it together with Kibs. Like, bro, trust me, man. People want to see more of you. It's the brothers Geek Out podcast. So there's three brothers. And yeah, man, it's always good to catch up. But that's all the news I had for this week, man. I mean, that was everything I captured for this week. And that's it. We'll hopefully get Kibs back next week. And on that note, was there anything else? Was there anything before we call it a day?
I mean, I know just one thing that just came to mind looking at Hottoys. Hottoys released teased the new 1989 Batman again, or from the Flash movie. So that's cool. I mean, I don't collect Hottoys anymore.
But did you see the Spider-Man 2099 one? Because that looked. Did you like it? Or I looked at it. It looked shit. Like, sorry, the Batman one didn't look too bad, but that Spider-Man one, he had like an articulation point in the middle, and he had all these other articulation points. It looked shit in my opinion.
You know it is, but with these new Spider-Mans and Deadpool, because the suit restricts them from doing any sort of form of extravagant articulation, man. It's very standstill museum pose. So it's a bit boring, man. Like, if you're gonna pay money on a hot tub, you want it to be bending backwards, or like that. Yeah, exactly.
Look at his knees and legs. Well, you know, and that's because of the flexibility of his clothing and whatnot. But I mean, look, I get it with the Spider-Man, but again, you know, my Spider-Man that's coming from XM Studios, I can't wait. That's gonna be sick. But like I said, I'm into my statues. You know, this is a sideshow Punisher. I like the fact that he's got the jumper on and it covers the articulation point. I don't like seeing articulation points. That's just my opinion. Exactly. Like my Wolverine sideshow, he's got articulation points showing because of his sleeves and whatnot. Honestly, I'm actually in the process of trying to sell it because I want to buy a statue. Sorry, I just put it that way. I want to buy a statue, so I do want to sell that one, but the Batman one didn't look too bad. I just sold my 1989 Batman Returns one because his cape fucking disintegrated. Same with my Punisher's John Bethnal Hottoys. His leather jacket is disintegrated.
They use leather. They don't use leather.
So I don't know if they're using the same material for this same Batman. Like, have they improved that? I don't know.
Nah, I doubt it, man. Like, I really doubt it. You know, for them, it's all about being cost efficient, and probably that's the cheapest option. But we can do. I mean, there's a lot of people, Hot Toys fans out there. They enjoy collecting it, but for me, Hot Toys for me ain't the same no more. I prefer statues. They're expensive, as you know, and I know, and space as well. If you got the space, go crazy, man. But I ain't got the space. I've got to be sensible, man. You know, I do have my eye on one thing, but You know, it's a 1/4 scale Optimus Prime, and I love Transformers. But again, I can't. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
I can't wait to come pick up my
OnlyFans, come see.
OnlyFans, Ahmed Feats. The brothers geek out feats or something. We should call it the brothers feet. The brothers...
You know what? Kibler's feet are nasty, guys.
bro, people will pay to see Kibler's feet. I'm telling you, there's some sick people out there. People will pay to see Kibler's feet.
Kibler's got Frodo feet. That's why they have that nickname, Frodo.
People will pay for that shit. Oh my god. All right. Well, look.
All right.
Off topic with feet. Yeah, I can't wait to pick up my Punisher statue that you got for me from the sideshow one. It's a 1/5 scale. I can't wait to have that. It's gonna be there soon. I can't wait. There's other statues I got my eye on anyway for the Punisher ones, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, cool, man. Well, look, bro. I'll leave you to it. Right, everyone.
Cool.
Thank you again for watching, listening, subscribing. Thanks for the positive comments. You know, we got Ash back for another episode. We will have more Ash back, be it for breakdowns, trailer reaction, video game. Definitely the video game genre will get Ash needs to be more involved. Of course, he's got the kids and everything. So just when and if he can. But Ash will be involved a lot more moving forward and stuff. And
that's it, man.
Yeah, man.
Cool. All right, guys. Thank you, man.
That's it. Thanks. Like, subscribe, all that good shit.
That's it. Like, subscribe, comment. Any ideas you guys want to give us, brothers? Comment down below. Yeah, that's it. But that's all I can say. You know, thank you for having me again.
Cool, bro. Peace. Let me take a quick picture before we move on. All right, peace, people. I'm just gonna stop the recording, and we'll catch you in the next one.